Oh my god, Skype wants to update. I'm gonna say not now. And it goes like this. Da-na-na-na-da-na. Da-na-da-na-da. I got the moves like Chazrad. I got the moves like Chazrad. I got the moves like Chazrad. See, I had to do that for copyright reasons, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Um, we had the rain is done. It was raining really, really hard earlier, and it's now stopped, which is good. I have to give this item to this dude. Or actually, oh, my speed has increased. Sweet. Thanks, person. That's all I got. I should call Johnny C up. Oh, Chris is here. Cool. And Johnny C is here. So I'm going to call them at the same time. Let's see which one picks up first. I bet Chris will. I was right!
Hello?
Yay! Hello!
Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm
I can't
having...
hear you.
It's
Or
mic problems again.
yeah, I can't hear anybody talking. Hello?
Oh, no. I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens. I absolutely hate it.
There you go.
Alright.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I hate when this
Alright.
happens, man.
Dude, you hate it. I keep getting like kicked off the network. I have no idea what's going on. Like, there's the connection, and then
Mm-hmm.
I just get kicked off like randomly.
Alright.
So this has actually been the longest that I've been connected to the internet.
That's amazing.
And you're going in and out, which leads me to believe that the internet still isn't working, right?
For me?
No, for me.
Oh, I don't know. I was just avoiding a storm.
Yeah, I saw some pictures from Absegami High School's graduation.
It was very, very floody out there.
Mm. It's crazy because it wasn't a big storm. It was just like a little storm, but it was really intense.
It was kind of scary because I was making a video at the time, and it was like, and I was like, I better get off.
Yeah, it's like really, really bad.
But now it's pretty much over now.
Well, that's good.
Johnny C, has he come on yet? No. I
Eh,
told him 10. Well, it's not 10:20, but still. The problem is every time I like use a different microphone for this or unplug this or whatever, it resets Skype settings for a microphone, so you won't be able to hear me. But I'll hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Ah,
Oh no, Chris. Crap. He's gone quiet. Chris!
hello? I'm dying!
Yeah, you are.
I told you, I don't know what's going on.
Are they like reconstructing something over there?
I don't know, but even like the cable's been flickering, so I'm wondering if it's like Comcast's end. Maybe like they're having trouble, so the internet's is intermittent in and out. Because I don't think they have like a station
Hmm.
here. I think they have one like down in Philly, and I know Philly got bad weather.
You're connect. Oh, are you home right now? Or
No, I'm not home. I come home tomorrow night.
okay.
I'm up in Philly area, the Philly area.
Do you drive or are you flying?
No, I drive home.
Oh my god, that must be horrible.
Oh, Philadelphia is only like an hour or some away.
Oh,
It's not
you're
that
in New
bad.
York. Oh, you're in New York. I think
No, 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 no,
no, you're in
no, no.
Georgia?
No, I'm working in Philly. I didn't tell you that.
No.
I could have. No, 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 no. When I came home and
I
we
thought you
played.
said you were going back to New York.
No, no. I said I'm glad I'm not going back to New York. I'm working up in the Philly area, little town called
Uh,
Trevose,
oh.
and it's like 15 minutes outside of Philadelphia. No, so I drive home on the weekends.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So you're not that far away.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
not that
okay.
far away.
Oh, man. I thought you were in Georgia right now. I was like, wow.
No, no. Yeah. Uh,
Then I must have drove like right past you when I was out that way.
yeah, probably. Well, maybe. I guess.
Who knows?
It's a little further up I-95, but no, yeah, I just drive home on the weekend, so I usually come home. I think I'll probably drive home almost every weekend, because it's not that far away, and there's, like, nobody here, so.
Hmm.
Plus, I can have stable internet when I go home. The internet here is not very... Did Johnny C decline the phone call? What is he,
I think he's just
playing?
not connected. I don't know. You want me to check if he's playing? I'll check if he's playing.
Yeah, because I'm afraid to open mine. I'm
Oh,
afraid, like, if
great.
I open... Like, I'm afraid if I open too many things that use the internet, it's just gonna die.
Hello.
Why, hello there.
See, he even picked up before Johnny C did.
It's because Johnny C went offline because he's feeling sick.
Oh,
He's sick.
Said he's feeling sick.
Is that what his
that's not
status
an
is?
excuse.
Blah.
That's what he said. And then he proceeded to say that he will simply call you tomorrow for Skype and have you put it in post or something.
What?
What?
I'm not doing that. That's too much editing.
Yeah. Well, it's tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah.
Well, before we get too far underway, I just want to let all the listeners know that if any of them missed anything from E3, I have most of it posted on YouTube.
And he really does, because I just checked your channel today. I was like, wow, this is a lot of E3 stuff he has there.
Yep, and that's not counting the stuff that they blocked and that I'm trying to put back on.
Mm-hmm.
Because they blocked, like, my Skyrim video that I put on. It was, like, some of the gameplay for that DLC that they're coming out with, and they blocked it after, it got a good 4,000 views and all these comments and conversation. Like, it's coming out in a couple weeks. What's the point of blocking it?
Because it's not yours. I don't know.
Or what if it was? What if I captured it with my capture card?
Good point there.
Anyway, so I put it into iMovie and I just changed like the color balance and shortened it a little bit. So hopefully it'll go back up.
Yeah, I see. I saw some of that. I didn't watch any of it, but I was like, huh, I'll have to look at this later.
I also had for the first time a couple videos get rejected for being too long, but they're shorter than the Rads Cast episodes I have posted.
You're getting rejected for too long of videos?
I think they just said it got rejected because how long it took to upload. That's my guess because I tried to upload 4 of the different conferences at one time, like, and then I guess it just maybe took too long. So they said, "Oh, well, we're gonna reject it because it took you forever." So it must be a 30,000-hour clip, but who knows?
Yeah, because I put these videos on YouTube and they're like hour long, and I don't even.
I've got a bunch of them up too.
I see that.
So we can get double the fans.
I'm gonna keep pestering. Oh, he just signed off. There he goes. All right, Johnny C. Johnny C. It's finally happened. He overdosed on his antidepressant pills.
We tried to stop him.
He picked his nose a little too far that he poked his brain. He
doesn't
dead.
know math anymore.
He doesn't. He's wiggly tough. He's fiddlesticks.
Eustace.
Eustace.
I still have to make that. I've been fooling around too much at work lately. Not doing important things. I.e. watching people's... These are my top 10 favorite video game levels of all time.
from every game out there.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love the 3rd level of Doom, and the 6th level of Halo 47, and the 19th challenge in the 4th level of Portal.
How's Halo 4 look anyway?
It looks really good. I'm really excited for Halo 4.
Because the
Yeah,
one guy
I like the trailer they put out for E3. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I recommend watching it if you haven't watched it from my channel yet. All the Halo 4 stuff so far looks really good.
I'm going to.
They did like a 7 to 10 minute demo as the opening for E3 since Microsoft opened.
Ooh.
And it was just amazing, like the way the new weapons look and the way the gameplay is. Someone actually responded to one of my videos with a video response
Ooh.
of the first, like, I guess it was just they recorded it from E3, but it was one of the first like full-length multiplayer games. And it looks smooth, fast-paced.
Are they bringing back dual needler?
No, there's no dual wielding in this one.
Yeah. Oh well.
Again, but it still looks like really great. The new setups that they've done, like now you can unlock weapons, and kind of like Call of Duty, you can like make a class so you can spawn with certain weapons.
That's
What it looked like, you can actually call in, like if you get a certain amount of points and kills and stuff, you can call in like an ordnance drop, so it'll drop a weapon, and then you can go pick it up and use that weapon.
That's interesting. I like that.
I think it's going to be a great job, and E3 and 343's done a great job on it.
When I first saw it, I was a bit skeptical.
Yeah, I was, but it's like, I think it's going to be really good. Especially because not many games tie the multiplayer directly into the campaign, and they've done that with this one.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to see if Johnny C is skipping out on us. Oh, what do you know? He's on League of Legends.
Yeah, but he signs into that and then he just leaves it there forever.
But he signed out of Skype.
He logs into League of Legends and leaves it there, I think.
All right, John. You're missing our E3 conversation. Anything else that was cool at E3 that you can tell us, Mr. Expert?
There was a lot of cool trailers and stuff for some of the different games. Microsoft did this cool thing, Smart Glass, which they didn't really announce when they plan on releasing it. My guess is probably within the next year or two. Mm-hmm. But basically, it takes any like smartphone or tablet or computer and like syncs it with your Xbox. So like you could be watching Netflix on your laptop and decide, you want to, you get home from work or whatever, from watching it at work, and you want to put it on the big screen. Well, wherever you pause it, that's where you can resume it on your Xbox, and then your laptop or whatever. Like if you're watching like a Game of Thrones, I think is what they demoed. You can sit there and it'll switch and like do extra information from the show. Like it'll go more in depth with like different characters for that episode and give you like more details, and it's kind of cool. And then at the same time, that it's got like tons of new voice commands and stuff. They planned on adding a whole bunch of different channels and networks and stuff to be able to watch on Xbox. Pretty much virtually any American sport, as well as I think a couple national sports are going to be added in, so that you can just watch them right on your Xbox instead of like, how we went through Comcast, you have to get like 4 or 5 different NBA packages. You can get them all. You can watch them all, like it's no problem. And then Sony had a couple good demos. They have there's a game called like Last of Us, which is a post-apocalyptic zombie kind of game.
I've heard of that one.
Set in E3. I mean, set in Pittsburgh. They demoed it at E3. It looked pretty cool. It's like the last couple humans.
I heard it was vicious.
It did look pretty graphic, but at the same time, that's kind of what people want nowadays.
Yeah.
Let's see,
I heard about this thing Sony had. It was like some kind of touch screen thing.
I don't remember that too much. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that they said something about that one, but I don't remember it too much off the top of my head. I'm gonna try to put their full conference up again, and hopefully it'll load this time.
And Dead Islands.
Yeah, there's like I don't know if there's two new Dead Island games specifically. I know there's a Dead Island game, and then I think there's Dead Island DLC or
No goodness.
expansion or something like that.
I, I,
And
I did not like Dead Island.
yeah, it was. I never got it, but everyone that I've seen made it. It was glitchy. Like
That game was
glitchy.
beyond playable. Unplayable, I mean. Because
Well,
I've said this story like 500 times. I had this awesome mace. It was really cool. And then I pick up a gun because I had to shoot these guys. And then it was gone and it was replaced by a hand bow. That was terrible.
yeah, that's what I've heard. A friend of mine, his Xbox name is Dark Helmet. He got Dead Island, and it just like glitches. It'll glitch up for him. He'll be playing co-op or something, and then they'll save it and they'll quit or whatever, and it'll just wipe all of his data, and he'll have to start a new character and start at a certain point over again. And it's like that's dumb. Like, it's a good idea, but take the time to like perfect it before you release it.
When Dead Island came out for the PC, like it took them like a month to actually, when you press like P or something like that, it enabled no clip.
Oh, lovely.
And they didn't fix that for like a month.
Well, that's always good.
I want to use no clip. I love no clip. It's so funny.
I don't know how they miss stuff like that.
That game, I know one person who beat it. No, two people. I know two people who've beaten it.
Yeah,
And I heard the ending wasn't that good.
From what I heard, I didn't even know that there was technically an ending. I know it just like there's all that stuff like you can kind of do, and then you just go back through and do it again. I want to see a zombie game that takes like The Walking Dead kind of.
There's a Walking Dead game.
I know, like that arcade game, but I want to see like a full game, like it's based like that. Like, you go around, you can find survivors and have them join your party, and they can like team up with you. You can search cities, and there aren't like in Left 4 Dead, there's all those ridiculous zombies. Like, if a zombie apocalypse happened, no one's gonna sit there and it's like, oh, I wear a hoodie. Now I'm gonna morph into this hunter that can jump 300 feet across
And bark like a dog.
Yeah, exactly. And oh, I'm someone who smokes cigarettes. He's gonna mutate into this thing that can just grab people. Like it doesn't make sense.
I'm really fat, so I'm gonna throw up on everybody
Exactly.
I see.
I'm gonna throw up Conveniently, my vomit attracts other zombies because it's a food source. So we don't even need to attack the humans, but we do for fun.
Yeah.
And then like the tank, like it dies by rage. Like it's so mad and so hopped up on steroids that it dies.
Yep.
Like so technically how are there any tanks in the Left 4 Dead world? If it's 2 weeks, think about this. I found a flaw in their little story. It's 2 weeks after the infections, which means that by then I would imagine all the people who got turned into tanks, unless they just got turned into tanks, would be dead because of the rage.
Maybe their mutation to become a tank took them 2 weeks fully.
Possible.
Like they "Rawr," and they got stronger and stronger. Or maybe a charger turns into a tank one day.
I thought the Chargers were like the closet chronic masturbators that got caught because they have that little arm and that big arm.
Yep. Like,
I'm trying to think of what else got revealed.
how many? How can there be so many witches in the world?
Well, those are all the lesbians.
They all have sharp claws and cry.
They do. All of them. And then Left 4 Dead 2, they started walking. Now they're mobile witches.
Oh. That's like one of my most favorite levels in Left 4 Dead 2, the sugar mill.
Yeah, that one was a good one.
Like, there's like witches everywhere. And then you yell at Johnny C when he accidentally walks into one. And he goes, "Oh, I was trying to shoot him."
That part was fun.
And how many pregnant women drink alcohol? A lot, apparently, if there's so many spitters.
Yep, that's true. All those redneck trailer trash women.
Drinking.
Actually, did you ever see the female boomer that was in Left 4 Dead 2?
Yeah.
It was so gross. It's so nasty. It's like,
fat,
ugh,
fat jiggling when you kill it.
explodes. See. What else did they do at E3?
How's the
Nintendo, and basically their entire thing was about the Wii U and the 3DS.
How is the Wii U looking
It
anyway?
it looked all right. It looked pretty cool, but it's like not something that like you need. Like you can it's like something you can get and just have like to play, but it's not something like I'd probably buy myself.
I'll probably end up getting it when it's like 2 years old.
Yeah, like they didn't show like anything like super awesome for it. Like I some of the interviews and stuff that they talked about in E3 was like, last year they demoed a Legend of Zelda game. No Legend of Zelda game was demoed this year.
Smash Bros.
Nope, no Smash Bros for it. I mean, they said that they're doing there's like 3 or 4 different Mario games coming out.
Hmm.
Like there's a Super Mario Brothers 2 for the 3DS, which it's like I would count it as the sequel to the one for the regular DS and the DSi,
Mm-hmm.
where it was like the classic side scroller, and they introduced that giant mushroom that makes you just destroy everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would say that it's like the sequel to that one, and then the one I think it's like an anniversary kind of edition because it's like basically there's like all these different mushrooms and stuff that give you gold. Like no matter what you do, it's like you get tons of coins, and the basis is like you get all these coins, and it does all the awesome stuff.
Hmm.
And then they did one that's kind of like the new Super Mario Brothers Wii, but for the Wii U. It's up to 5-player co-op actually, because you can have
That's awesome.
some people playing it, but it's like only 4 people actually play at one time. But then the 5th player is kind of like the proverbial like creative mode guy. He'll sit there and he can like spawn blocks and stuff to help him like jump across ledges and go through different puzzles like that.
Eh. I'd rather just play with 4 friends and throw each other into pits.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen so much when in my apartment next semester.
Yep. I think it'll be pretty good. And then there's a new Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, cool. I love the Luigi's Mansion. Wait, what is Luigi doing now?
I guess he's still in the first mansion.
But he saved Mario.
Yeah, he saved Mario, but then I think he just went to hang out. I don't know, because the second one takes place across different mansions, and there's like different ways to. It's actually multiplayer.
Multiplayer.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's online multiplayer or if it's just like a split screen kind of multiplayer.
Who the heck can?
I don't
Are you gonna Mario vacuuming Ghost too?
Well, it's like there's like 4. It's like a 4 versus like 1 kind of thing. It's like there's 4 little like ghost guys, and they run around in like a Pac-Man style level.
Oh.
And then so they'll run around the level, and then they're trying to find the ghost who's invisible.
Mm.
And he can. The only way to hurt him is with their little flashlights.
Yep. That sounds interesting.
So it sounds like it could be good. I think it has potential, but it's like it needs.
I need some.
It probably needs some tweaking.
Yeah. I want a co-op. I want Mario to join me in the.
I want Waluigi.
Yeah, Waluigi and Luigi.
Yep.
Put them both in. That'd be cool.
I want Super Mario Sunshine too.
That'd be pretty cool. I did like Flood and everything.
Yep, and he was only there that one time.
Mario. That was a fun game. I want. You know what? I just like Super Mario 64. That's like my favorite.
That was a really good one.
I play. I'm gonna play that a lot when I move.
Oh,
on
that's another
campus.
thing that Sony released. It's like a Super Smash Brothers, but for PlayStation.
Oh,
It-
So it's gonna have like
PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale,
that
and
sounds cool.
it's got all the exclusive characters. The trailers on
I gotta
my
see that.
there's some gameplay I think mixed
Oh, I gotta see that.
in with it. I don't know how long it's gonna still be up there. Hopefully, I mean I'm gonna leave it up as long as it can. But it's there's tons of different like exclusive characters. Sly Cooper is one of them,
Oh, I gotta get it.
and it's just like Smash Brothers. Like you go in the level and you can keep fighting and stuff. Except unlike Smash Brothers, where like the percent damage,
hmm
you just fly off screen and die. It's like you keep fighting and then you can like every like I guess hit you land builds like energy up, and then it saves it up for like a super attack, and then like you can keep doing it, and there's like different levels of it up to like a level 3 super attack.
Is there like health?
That yeah, I mean I think other than that, like that's the main difference. I think you can still like just get knocked off the map and die.
That's gonna be awesome.
Like it looked pretty cool. I'm kind of looking more
Is
forward.
Snake gonna leave Smash Bros for that game then?
I don't know. I don't. They didn't talk about all the exclusive characters. They said that there were a couple that they were revealing just at the booth. But since I wasn't physically at E3, I didn't get to go to the booth and see.
Sly Cooper. I already love it.
Sly Cooper is the big one that I remember though.
I,
And then
I already like it.
Xbox is supposed to be coming out with one.
What can Xbox do?
Well, there was an announcement. Same thing, just like exclusive characters in a fighting game.
Who the
I
heck could they use though?
just because the PlayStation one was announced and it was on the forums, but I did find a screenshot.
Master Chief?
Yep, it was Master Chief. And they were all like the different forms of Master Chief from all the different Halo games with like different skins and stuff. So who knows?
Master Chief versus like
Well, you could have
Phoenix from Gears of War.
yeah for
That would be crazy.
there's tons of like exclusive characters for Xbox. So I mean, you could have Master Chief. You could have any of the Gears of War guys. You could have I think isn't Fable Xbox exclusive? Yeah, you could have like the Fable character.
Oh
There-
man, they should put the Heavy in.
Yeah,
I mean, he is Microsoft exclusive. I mean, he's on the PC, but he's also on Xbox. That would
Yeah,
be, that would be a riot if he was.
there's what's her face from Perfect Dark Zero.
Oh yeah, that should be cool. James Bond.
Nope, he's N64. He's Nintendo,
Oh.
or he was.
Hmm.
Yeah, but there's tons of exclusive characters for it that they could do. Oh, a cool one for the Wii U. No, I just thought about it because I'm looking at my games trying to see what exclusives I had. Was they announced this thing called Batman Arkham City Armored Edition,
I've heard something about that.
and it's gonna be pretty cool. It throws in the Wii U for like you use the little screen like when Batman like you sit there to hack like a little security device, and on like the Xbox or the PS3 you would use the triggers and you go around till it vibrates and makes the code. You use the Wii U screen for that, and like you can use the Wii U screen to like kind of look through and like set up your little like I guess I would count it as like a spray detonator. That little thing he sprays like the bat foam and he sprays it in a little Batman symbol and it blows up walls. And they added that's how the batarangs throw. Like you throw the batarang, the remote control one, and you get to control it using the screen, looking every which way. And then they added something called BAT, and it's like the same thing kind of as with the battle royale. When you keep beating up all these enemies, it kind of gives you like power for an ultimate attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like it'll be kind of decent. It's not something I would get myself because I already have it and beaten it on Xbox. So
I haven't played Arkham City. I've played a little bit of Arkham Asylum. I didn't really care too much for it.
I played Arkham Asylum, but I think I glitched mine because I couldn't. There's a part where like, not to spoil it. So if you haven't played it, this game that's 3 or 4 years old, everybody. But there's a part where like you're in like the Batcave that's under Arkham Asylum, if you remember that. And Poison Ivy like kind of sends her little like tentacle stuff everywhere. You're supposed to. It's like I guess the first time you're really supposed to learn how to glide as Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like glide, you go out and leave, and you have to glide like island to island. And I couldn't get it that way, so I ended up going back a different way. And I think I got stuck and got myself lost, like where I can't work my way back through. So I haven't played it in a long time because that just kind of made me mad. But then I started playing Arkham City, and I think Arkham City has been really good.
Is it different?
Yeah, it's different. Arkham City is an entire city. Basically, at the end of from between Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, the guy who was the head of Arkham Asylum becomes like the mayor. Is my guess.
I know a little bit about the story.
And he builds Arkham City so that all the villains and stuff could just live in this city, and they could they could kind of live freely in this city, but so that they won't go bothering Arkham. And there's there's all these different buildings and stuff in the city so that they can do whatever, different elements for everybody. There's a sewer system so Reptile can live underground and do all he wants, and there's colder areas for Mr. Freeze, and there's basically a giant wall, and it's got barbed wire and stuff around it, and it's basically where the border between Gotham and Arkham City. And the main premise of the game is Batman gets thrown in there. I mean, not Batman, Bruce Wayne gets thrown in there because for whatever reason, and you find out that the guy behind it is trying to clean up all the loose ends from how he was able to become the new warden and how he was able to become as awesome as he is. So he's tying up there's tons of political prisoners that you get to go in and you have to save.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be just kind of gliding around as Batman and swinging around, and you'll hear some guy kind of mugging someone, and it's an assault, and you're supposed to save that political prisoner. But and then there's tons of just different stories. You get to work with different villains in different ways, and virtually every Batman villain is there somewhere. Everywhere you go, there's different challenges and puzzles you have to solve. For the Riddler, there's the Joker who you fight. There's Two-Face. In Arkham City, you get to play as Catwoman. She has her own little story that she goes through every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Her own little story levels. There's there's Reptile. There's surprisingly there's Calendar Man.
I heard of him.
He's got there's his own little Easter egg kind of thing with him. The Mad Hatter's in there. Basically, if it's a Batman villain, he's in there somewhere.
Yeah. Calendar Man comes out and tells you stuff on certain days.
Yeah, if you go there on every holiday, it tells you stuff.
And that's an achievement.
It's all right. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of what else different kind of stuff they announced. I'm gonna look through my videos real quick since they're all on that playlist. Since I'm smart like that. Assassin's Creed 3, of course, they went in depth with that.
I heard something about an Assassin's Creed featuring a female assassin, though.
That's for the PS Vita. I don't know if it's for the PS3 as well, but it's called Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, and I don't know if it ties in with the Assassin's Creed 3 story or if it has to do with Assassin's Creed 3, but it's ultimately you play a different assassin, a female assassin. She's I believe she's a Native American, and there's a couple different costumes and stuff that you can do, but it goes through the whole premise of she's the main character and she's the main assassin, and I imagine it's a similar story. I don't remember the video too well off the top of my head because I put up a good 80 videos.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dead Space 3.
Oh.
Which will look pretty good. It's the first one. It's set 2 months after Dead Space 2, and then there's actually co-op for this. They introduced a new character, and then he teams up with Isaac for a co-op thing. They announced a game called Marvel Avengers Battle for Earth.
Ooh.
And that's gonna I think it's over 40 different Marvel heroes and villains are gonna be in that game. There's the main Avengers, and then there was Spider-Man and Doctor Doom and Magneto, and all these guys are going to be in there, which looks like it'll be pretty good.
That's not based off the Avengers movie, is it?
No, I think it's just its own thing. I think that that's what the Avengers are going to mainly look like is based off the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just kind of based off different stuff from the comics and graphic novels and different stuff like that.
Because There was Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yep, there's Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Ultimate Alliance 2.
I beat Ultimate Alliance 2.
I have Ultimate Alliance 1 sitting on my shelf. I need to play it sometime soon if I can finish it. Let's see. Lego City Undercover.
Lego City?
For the Wii U. I don't know if it's going to be an open world game or not, but it's a different kind of Lego game than like the typical based off like movies and stuff. You play as some like famous kind of Lego guy, like it's like, the big shot detective kind of guy, and you go around solving crimes and stuff. There's this thing where in the trailer they show the guy playing with the Wii U, and he's like, oh, use your device to like look through scan these people and see if they're robbers or whatever, and he like holds it up and it kind of like scans the Lego guy on the screen, and he like turns red if he's a robber or not.
That's interesting. Wii U's gonna be quite an interesting system.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be interesting. Let's see, Lego Batman 2, which comes out next week. Not next week, the week after. It comes out like the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little over 2 weeks, I guess. It's supposed to be open world, but it's gonna be featuring like the entire Justice League and tons of other heroes. There's a game coming to Xbox Arcade, I believe, called Hybrid, which is like a shooter game, but it's like there's like jetpacks and stuff, so you can like fly around and like just keep flying and shooting. It looks alright. It kind of made me think of Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, but like with the ability to fly.
Huh.
Let's see. Far Cry 3, Epic Mickey 2.
Ooh.
The Power of 2. Mickey, for that one, Mickey teams up with, I think it's another mouse character. I don't know his name, but I think he's the original like design before Mickey Mouse.
Is it Steamboat Willie?
Very possible. That's probably it.
That's so funny if that's actually true. Steamboat Willie.
There's one that did like Sly Cooper. There's a new Sly Cooper's game. It's called Sly Cooper Thieves in Time.
That sounds cool.
And it's set after Sly Cooper 3. So after everyone's doing like their own thing, and they all come back together and like go back in time. Like they go back in time.
I didn't play Sly 3.
Yeah, I didn't either. My girlfriend been playing it.
I played Sly 2, and then my data got corrupted halfway through the game.
Well, that's
I
always
was very upset.
Yeah, that would make me upset. That's kind of what happened to my Fable 3. It glitched while I was playing multiplayer with a friend of mine, so now I'm infinitely falling.
Oh.
So that I will go back and rebeat that game eventually, but for now I'm just going to kind of let it sit on my shelf and rot.
I really liked Fable 3.
Yeah, it was a decent game, but it's just like that kind of happened.
Alright, we'll try this for like a 6th, 8th time.
Hey, no need to yell.
Yeah,
My
you are
apologies.
coming in very loudly.
There's God of War Ascension, a new Paper Mario.
Ooh, I love Paper Mario.
Paper Mario Sticker Star. This one incorporates the use of these things called stickers, which you can find basically any and everywhere. And they kind of like, you can pull them off, and they're like your items. So instead of like getting a big mushroom, you get a sticker. And like you can use the sticker to get your flame power, or get like a stomp boot, and it'll like let you jump on the enemy and deal damage to them.
That's cool. Are they getting rid of that stupid third dimension?
That I don't know if it's going to be back or not.
I hated that dimension.
I gotta say, it looked pretty decent. They said it kind of brings back the classic Paper Mario experience, but it's in a way that's still like fun and like now it's different at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. For the Wii U, there's a zombie game coming out called Zombie U, and it actually looked really good. I recommend looking up the trailer for anyone who's listening to this. If you go to youtube.com/somecomedy, you can find it. But it's like it uses the Wii U, and there's like a point, and the guy goes to like hack a door, and like you're like on the screen. Like on the screen is like your keypad, and you have to try to type in the code, and it'll like as you type in the code, you'll turn back and you'll see like a zombie kind of getting closer to you.
Oh,
really great graphics for the Wii, which surprised me. Like they were really, really good. Then, of course, there's like typical shotguns and stuff to kill zombies with. See, Pokemon Conquest. They did the trailer for
I
that.
heard about that. What's that?
It's a crossover between Pokemon and the characters from. I want
Oh,
to say.
yeah, that's right. I heard. That's what I heard. I remember.
I can't think of it off the top of my head. They did Lego Lord of the Rings. They did the trailer and some gameplay for that, which is basically Lord of the Rings, but like the regular movies with a Lego spin to it. And it's like the first official Lego game aside from the PC ones back in like the late '90s to have voices in it, and it's actually got like voice acting from like the original cast
That's cool.
from what it looked like. Then they did one called Guardians of Middle Earth, and that just the trailer alone made me like really consider getting this game, because in the trailer you see like the typical Lord of the Rings heroes, Gimli and Gandalf and all of them. They're all kind of like walking up, and like you see a couple of the villains like Gollum, and I think there's like a ring wraith and stuff who come up, and like they all just start fighting, and there's just like this fight scene, and then they end up defeating the villains, and then just this big guy. I'm guessing it's supposed to be Saruman, like before he became the big tower with his eye, kind of thing. He kind of comes walking down with this giant sword, and he goes and he like lifts up his helmet and screams into the camera, and like his face is all on fire, and it just looks really awesome. So I'm hoping that they'll release more about that soon, but it just looked really good. They announced for the Old Republic that soon it'll be free up to level 15.
Uh-huh.
For that Star Wars The Old Republic. There's a new Gears of War that'll be coming out.
New Gears of War.
Yeah, it's Gears of War Judgment. It's set 14 years before Gears of War 1, and instead of being the typical Marcus Phoenix and Dom, you're Baird. Who's that? The blonde guy?
You're Baird?
Yeah, you play as Baird. He's the main character.
I do like Baird.
It's basically because Gears 1 you had, throughout all three Gears you had Marcus's story, and then Gears 2 throughout the Gears 1 it kind of like hinted at the thing with Dom and his wife, and then Gears 2 you kind of went into that and you found where she was and kind of what happened to her, and they closed Dom's story in Gears 3 with obviously his what happens to him, and then in Gears 3 they have that little Cole story where they have that like the flashback of him like running and playing that football or whatever the sport is for that he was playing, and then of course the Carmines have their story throughout each game, so it's kind of like Baird's story, and it's basically like whatever happened in the beginning of the war, he kind of gets like they like just from the trailer it looks like they completely just annihilate an entire town while fighting the Locust, so it kind of causes him to have to go under trial or whatever. But he was like the lieutenant and the leader of his squad at the time when that happened.
See, when you say a new Gears, I think of like that Min guy.
Yeah,
he should be there.
I imagine he'd probably. He might make an appearance. I know he made an appearance in that Rom's Shadow DLC that they came out with for Gears 3, which was it's set just before that, like right before the war started. He's there, and you play as like his squad, and you play as one of the characters from the book. And like they have just their own little squad there. Let's see.
What are the chances of a Carmine?
If there's a Carmine in there, I'm sure he'll probably die.
The father.
Well, kids, I'm off to war.
And I'll wear my helmet.
Let's see. Battlefield 3 announced this premium pack, is what they call it, and it's like for technically, if you get it, you can get all 5 map packs that they are going to release. You get the first one for free, the one that drops like within the next week or two, and then 3 more throughout the year. And it adds a total of like 20 maps and a whole bunch of new guns and vehicles and stuff for the game. I think it's just a way to get people to get back into playing and do stuff like that. Like, so there's a couple videos like the maps and just what the different map packs are supposed to be. They announced Crisis 3. Of course, Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Oh yeah, that Mech Warriors.
Yeah. Futuristic.
Very.
Of course, they announced a Transformers Fall of Cybertron game. From what I saw, it looked pretty decent. There's a big scene, or there's like this who's like, he's just massive, and like when you play as Optimus Prime in the game, you get to control him.
Ooh.
So it looked pretty cool. They actually released a One Piece game called One Piece Pirate Warrior.
I saw that.
That one, it looks pretty good. I hope that they actually put it in English and give everyone English voices for America.
Not with subtitles.
Yeah, because, like, don't get me wrong, like, it's cool, even if it's, like, Japanese, but it's, like, still, like, you could easily get the original, like, voice characters and make it nice in English.
They did actually have a One Piece game before.
Yeah, there's been a couple throughout the years. I just saw one in GameStop, actually, today, when I was there with my girlfriend, called, like Carnival or something like that, or like Grand Battle, and the Grand Battle one had like chibis for all the main characters instead of like their actual just regular appearance, which was kind of weird for a fighting game. And the other one was all just mini games and stuff. So this one's supposed to, I guess, follow the story up until, I guess, whatever the most recent stuff is when they were making it. It like in the trailer you see Blackbeard and you see him with his different appearance, and it kind of goes through and shows like some of the different villains that he's fought throughout the time, and it like shows the entire crew. Oh, Nintendo announced Pikmin 3 for the Wii U.
Oh boy. I never played Pikmin 2.
Pretty sure it's got co-op.
I hope so.
Tons of puzzle solving. There's 4, like, instead of Olimar, there's 4 different of, like, the Pikmin Masters. They announced Star Wars 1313.
Yeah, what is that?
That one is kind of like, I think it's similar to like Old Republic in a sense. It's just kind of like something set back in the Star Wars universe, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you got your typical Jedi fighting and everything. It looked really good. Like, it's something to check out. I think everybody will have their own different opinion on it. Resident Evil 6 they were talking about, which looks like it's going to be awesome. One of the people who commented on one of my videos was saying how it's going to have every character from like every Resident Evil game. I mean, excluding the ones dead, unless they were, I guess, mentioned in like a flashback or something. There's a Wii Fit for the Wii U. The cool thing about that is like you can do it on the screen, or you can take it and put it on the little Wii U screen and do it while you're watching TV or whatever.
I'm gonna get fit with Wii Fit.
I would recommend the Microsoft thing for the Kinect. They have their own fitness thing that they partnered with Nike for. They announced it. It looked pretty sick. It's like, I mean, it looks fully just like enhanced. I mean, it looked like it's going to be awesome. Like, because with the Xbox, you know, you'll have the Kinect, so you have full body involvement. You'll have it set up to, you know, I mean, obviously you're paired with Nike. It'll test your like progress every couple months. It'll, you know, you've got just full HD to look at what you're doing. I think it'll be a pretty big hit.
I still need to get a Kinect.
Yeah, I do too. They're so expensive.
They haven't gone down in a while.
Not at all. $150 for the Kinect, and then it's like, I think $250 for the Xbox with the Kinect. So it's almost like, do I want to just save up and get a Kinect, or save up an extra $100 and just get a backup Xbox?
I have 2 Xboxes.
Me too.
I have the small black one, and I have the original white one.
Yep. Same
I
here.
love the original white one. It's so heavy.
It is. Brick. It's like a Nokia phone.
And that one got red rings and everything. It was so bad that they're like, you have beyond red rings.
Yep. Very true. But it still makes for a nice little paperweight.
Paperweight.
Or if like people come
A
over.
little paperweight.
That's for your giant textbooks.
Exactly. It's a textbook weight.
Gotcha.
There's a new Tomb Raider.
Lara Croft.
From if I was paying attention to it right, and I'm remembering it correctly, it's like an origin story. There's a new Splinter Cell called Splinter Cell Blacklist. It looked pretty cool. It incorporates the Kinect.
I saw that Splinter Cell one.
And like the main character, Sam, he's like the head of whatever spy organization he's in now or something.
Yeah.
So he can control them and call in like missile strikes and stuff on people.
He like jumps down and takes that guy's pin out of his grenade and jumps back up.
Yep, I like the one where he's hanging on the wall and he goes, "Hey you," and like the guy comes looking over, "What?" and he just like throws him over the roof and just gets up in his spot and just stands there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they announced Dance Central 3 for Xbox.
Dance Central. Can't wait to dance.
I don't know if it'll be PS3. I know it's for the Kinect, and they had Usher come in, and he demoed one of his songs.
Usher danced.
Yeah, Usher was doing. He wasn't like dancing to the game. He was like him and all of his dancers were out there singing the song and dancing, and then in the background they had the thing playing, and he was doing the same song as him. It looked alright. Like it's not something I'm gonna get because I'm not
I've never played one of those games. I want to get the Black Eyed Peas experience.
The last dancing game I played was Dance Dance Revolution 2.
I played Dance Dance Revolution Supernova Awesome Remix 5 Maximum.
Somehow, I could see that as a real game.
Well, we used to have the mats, right?
I still have the mats.
You still have the mats?
Yeah, they're
you
just
had 2 of those, right?
I have a lot of mats. I have 2 for Xbox and 1 for Nintendo GameCube.
I remember, because that was when we had, when you had the room, like, separated.
Yeah.
Your living room. And then, like, we had to squeeze in between the cabinets.
And then all the stuff would fall off the shelves.
Even when we banged around, yeah, I remember that.
I gave my dance mats to TV guy.
TV guy, does he use them as dance mats?
I think he does.
I played it. I played it last at an arcade, and I did really well. I got all A's on medium mode.
I think I remember that.
I didn't lose a step, Chris, after all these years.
Oh, they announced this game called Racketeer for Kinect.
Racketeer?
Yes, I'd like to think of it as Angry Birds, but 3D. And I mean, it's kind of medieval, and what it is there's like a big castle full of green goblins. Not the Spider-Man villain, just goblins that are green.
They're green.
Kind of like the RuneScape goblins, if anyone remembers those.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a catapult, and like you launch it, and then you use like your hands to affect whatever type of ball it is. Like if it's a super fast ball, like you use your hands to kind of spin it or push it or whatever, and it'll launch it into part of the castle. Or like there's a big explosion one, and like you get to blow up a whole bunch of different pieces of the castle. And the object is to like try to level the entire area with however many you have. At least that's how it was for the level in the demo. Oh, South Park: The Stick of Truth,
I
which is
heard
the
about
South
that.
Park RPG.
The last South Park game I know of is the one that was on the N64.
Yep, there was that one. There was the one for I think the PlayStation 1, which I think was like the same game.
I don't know the object of that one.
I don't remember it from how old the game is. I remember for the PlayStation one, it was like turkeys or something were taken over,
Yeah.
and you had to go and like use snowballs and cheesy poofs to kill them all. But the Stick of Truth one it's an RPG based kind of off that Lord of the Rings episode.
I didn't see it.
It's they're acting out Lord of the Rings like they're
Oh wait,
they're role
maybe I did see that one.
they're role playing and they have to take the video back to the video store.
Yep, I saw it.
And then they
It
run
was
into
the
the Harry
porn
Potter
video or
kids.
something.
Yeah, it's a porn video instead of the Lord of the Rings video. And they run into Harry Potter kids and they call them fags and just keep on with, like going on with their little quest. They announced a game called Loco Cycle and a game called Matter. Loco Cycle and Matter. There's not really much other than the trailers from what I saw, but Loco Cycle, it was talking about how it's like the top assassin and everything, and it looks like it's like a transformer because it's like a motorcycle, but it's an assassin.
Huh.
And then the game Matter seems to be kind of like a Portal kind of game from the trailer. There's a new Forza game, new Need for Speed.
Is there a new Madden game?
Yep. There's Madden 13, and FIFA 13, which are both able to be used in the Kinect. For FIFA, you can now completely use all your voice. You can use completely just your voice, other than like controlling your player.
Side tackle, side tackle, side tackle.
Yeah.
Instead of having to like go through menus to do all your different settings and stuff, apparently you can now just like, change formation to whatever soccer formation you want to do.
3-4-3.
Exactly, and you can sit there and be like, you can tell the AI to pass it to you, which is pretty cool.
Pass it
Or like
to me.
pass it to a different AI. Yeah, you can kind of yell.
I
like
gotta get a Connect now to do this.
And then,
Stephen Ireland, pass it to me.
And then there's one that looks cool. It's called Ascend New Gods. Made me think of kind of like it made me kind of think of like almost like a Skyrim kind of game. It's like just the trailer just like is all these gods and stuff. Like I guess they're gods, but it's just like these guys just like kind of fighting it out, and it looked pretty cool. There's a new Fable called Fable the Journey, which is a Kinect-based Fable.
I remember seeing that.
You get to use the Kinect for your music and fighting and stuff, which looked alright. Then there was it looks way better than the Dragon Ball Z for Kinect.
Dragon Ball Z.
That thing that's the stupidest looking game I've ever seen. If you look at the trailer, it's awful. Like it looked like it could be a good idea, but I just think they did it terribly.
Aren't they making a Oblivion RPG?
Well, Oblivion is an RPG.
MMO, I mean.
Yeah, there's the Elder Scrolls Online. That was one of the videos that actually got taken down earlier today. I have to see if it'll be able to go back up. But it's essentially like, an MMO RPG for Oblivion, and it like goes deeper into all the different histories of the game and everything. And then it looked like it'll be all right. The Darksiders 2, which is a sequel, obviously, to Darksiders 1, and then except it's like not exactly a sequel at the same time, because Darksiders 1, you take a role as one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Darksiders 2, you take the role of a different one. So, wasn't looking too bad. E3, I think this year, they did a pretty good job. Everybody announced some pretty cool stuff.
E3 sound decent enough. Got some good games there. I should make my own game, and I'll call it Alive Island. And you take you're a zombie instead of a human, and you have to kill the humans.
Not a bad idea. You could even make it to where it's like it's called a live island, and you start off as just one guy or like one little family who washes up on shore, and you gotta populate the island,
Ooh.
and you gotta make the island like habitable and livable.
So Minecraft.
Dun dun dun
Essentially,
dun dun.
it's not off.
But with this threat of zombie, I guess that's kind of the same. No,
Yeah.
I would
I mean,
buy it. I
it
would
could be-
play it.
A live island.
There's supposed to be a Minecraft update for Xbox within the next couple of weeks, from what I hear.
I should get that game, even though my brother would disown me for doing it.
Which game?
Getting it on
Minecraft Xbox.
Oh. Does your brother
Well,
still
it's
get
not
real
bad. It's
mad
cool. I
and
mean,
start
it's
yelling?
without it.
My brother gets
Sure.
mad at playing League of Legends and starts yelling.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
He's just starting to get into PvP now.
And
He's like
you
level.
gotta learn to not be so angry.
He mostly yells at the bots, but
He hasn't started playing against people yet. Start yelling a lot.
he's starting to. I mean, he's played a few games here and there. He's like
Does he need
level
help?
18 now, I think.
Does he need help?
I don't know. Johnny C's been helping him, and he has like this friend who's like real good at it too.
Yeah.
He plays as who's he been playing as? I have no idea. The last two games I saw him, he was playing as Vayne, but I think he was just trying her. I know he plays as Garen a lot.
Just like Johnny C.
Yep.
Oh no, he's turning into a mini Johnny C.
Yep. Anyhow, we should do news, like real news.
3 News is real
Well,
news.
that was gaming news.
Gaming news is more important than real news.
This is true.
Exactly.
Because, real news is kind of boring.
Well, I mean, the last real news I actually cared about was the zombie.
Yep,
Zombie
that's
attack
actually
in
one in
Miami.
here. I'm actually going to read that,
Yeah.
and that'll be the only news we read today, because it's under health news. Zombie attack triggers
Really?
alarm over
Oh.
Cloud9. Why is there a picture of a black man?
Cloud9.
Yeah, what is Cloud9?
Well,
Isn't it that bath salt
Well,
stuff
yes.
that you're talking about?
It is.
Yeah.
he was high on synthetic bath salts or something like that, and he decided he was going to attack and eat a homeless man.
Apparently there's another
But
guy
it-
who tried to threaten to eat people too, and they arrested him. They
Yeah.
didn't shoot him.
That's like a bad
That happened
idea.
apparently.
What if he attacks the cops and makes them turn into zombies?
With
Mm.
with that the actual the attack video, or not the video, but with the Miami attack, they showed somehow someone got a picture online of the guy's missing over 75% of his face,
Oh my.
Wow.
and he's still alive. I can't imagine the pain he's got to be in. It's just ridiculous. And then to sit there and he's eating the guy's face and then unresponsive, and to turn on the cop, to get shot and then take 2 more bullets down, even though he's just on synthetic bath salts. It's kind of weird. And if you go deeper into the article, you find out that guy, the guy who was eating his face and everything, he was he wasn't just some random guy. He was apparently a religious kind of upstanding guy who everybody liked. He was typically a great guy, and he just kind of. I think they said in the article he said that he was fighting some kind of personal demons or something, and
I fight
That's
demons all the
apparently what
time,
happened.
man. I fight demons all the time, and I never have that problem.
yeah, kind of tough.
You want to hear some odd news?
I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
Rectangle Oreos and cucumber gum made in China for China.
What?
So instead of having
All I
circular,
heard was rectangle Oreos.
instead of having circular Oreos,
Yeah.
they're only making rectangle Oreos in China now.
Why? Because they're more efficient for packaging?
A glob of gum. Oh, they're getting rid of the white cream inside of Oreos and putting cucumber gum in the rectangle Oreos.
Ew.
Ew.
That's terrible.
That's horrible. That's not even a cookie anymore. That sounds gross.
No, it's just
Sounds horrible.
the best part of the Oreo is the inside.
Yeah,
How are you gonna-
just like in Family Guy when he's trying to teach Chris how to eat an Oreo.
Yep.
Did you
I
hear
don't even
about?
know if they could be called Oreos anymore.
They're called cucumber O's. Yeah, or they're not even O's. They're
Call them cucumbers.
they're rectacumbers.
Rectacumbers. That's a name that you won't see copyrighted or trademarked for a while.
Rectacumbers.
I think we should do it.
All right, copyright under whatever company runs the Rads Cast. Trademark.
You don't have a company? How do we get paid?
We don't get paid.
Oh, what?
I don't make
No.
money off this.
This isn't what I
So
signed
misleading.
for.
You didn't sign up
Yeah.
for anything.
Money if we
I'm pretty sure I got mailed
started
a
branching
contract.
I
Either
could.
that or I signed random paperwork.
I-
In which case it's fraudulent and I'm suing you.
I could actually like try to make money off these if I'd ever decided to go about filling out my AdSense application for Google.
Mm.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about doing something like that, but it's like you have to pay for that.
Oh, you do?
From what I was looking for, because I was trying to do something like that for some of these videos on YouTube, and it like from what it looked like, it said something about how it won't take effect until your billing information's put in or something like that,
That's weird.
which makes it kind of iffy.
It does. Maybe I could just make money off of nothing.
Here's what you can do. You guys can make tons of videos for League of Legends and all that fun stuff, and we'll put them up on some comedy, and then we'll get enough views, and we'll get sponsored, and we'll split it 3 ways because Johnny C's not here.
Yep, Johnny C, you are being sick. I'm using my hands to make those quote thingies. You just lost out on a partnership, John.
Opportunity of a
That's for you.
lifetime.
Yeah, John, you could have been awesome in your League of you could have had your own League of Legends spotlight, John. You could have been like, this is John's League spotlight where you talk about a champion and stuff.
Exactly.
But no.
Do his own little series and everything.
No. See, I'll contribute my random videos, and you can do whatever you do. Make your comedy.
I'll do my videos.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been getting into making some funny tweets recently.
And Chris could do.
I shouldn't say more recently.
You have been using the
All my-
the Twitty Twatters.
The Twitty Twatters.
I've Twitter, I gotta say, and I was doing it as a joke to catch up to one of my coworkers because I saw he was at almost 1,500 and I just had hit 100, and I said I'm gonna catch up to you. Like I sent him a very Clint Eastwood-esque tweet.
Oh man.
I have a very particular set of skills, and I will catch up to you.
Did you tell him that there are 2 kinds of men in this world? Men who tweet and men who are tweeter?
Because I couldn't fit all that in a 100 character limit.
That's so short. I thought about getting a Twitter once. Remember when I signed up for LinkedIn?
Yeah, for like all of, 10 minutes?
Yep. was like, I don't like this anymore. That's a good idea. We could do that. I wouldn't mind jumping in on that. Good day, bad day. Oh, this is Donald Trump suing that lady for saying that the that was the Miss America thing was rigged. And oh yeah, did you see that
Oh,
guy
yeah.
on America's Got Talent?
I can't say I have.
He faked a stuttering problem and said he almost died by getting hit by a grenade in Afghanistan, but his
Wow.
ex-wife came out and said that's not true, and like people of his platoon said he got sent home from the military because he had an ear infection and he didn't even see combat, and the picture he used in his interview for America's Got Talent was a picture of some other random soldier that saw his picture and he's like,
Oh,
whoa.
wow. Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
He wanted he suckered us all. Darn you, fake person, country singer.
Who the heck is that?
Who?
There's some dude on Top Gear. I've never seen him before. Just did like the worst lap ever.
Did you hear?
Like he almost flipped the car over.
Did you hear Amanda Bynes asked President Obama to pardon her?
Yeah, I did see that for like a DUI.
Yeah. She tweeted him. You know, that would be hilarious if he tweeted back, sure.
It's like, yeah, not a problem. I got you.
I got you. Just let me. And done.
Oh, I did do a funny tweet recently. It was a day ago. I said the real meaning behind swag is we are secretly gay. So remember, when someone says you got your swag on, they mean you are being gay to stop.
Really?
Good to
Yep.
know.
And then I did one that said we're going to defeat the Decepticons.
What?
And I called
He
it.
actually got a
I
fast
did it as a
car.
quote, and it's Optimus Prime, and then it said we don't stand a chance against the Autobots. Negatron. It was one of those stupid humors, but people who see Transformers are gonna be like,
Nah.
uh,
I see what he did
it's
there.
I think I'm gonna sign
Not
in.
really my best.
I'm gonna sign up for LinkedIn again, Chris. LinkedIn. Oh, I'm looking at this already, and I'm like, I don't want to sign up for this. Find a colleague. I don't want to sign up for LinkedIn. What's another useless social network that no one uses?
MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a MySpace. Nobody uses MySpace. At least they renamed it back to MySpace, not my empty blind thing.
Yep, that's true.
This looks horrible. I don't want to sign up for MySpace.
I don't know about everyone else, but when I see a Scantron, I can't help but go number 2 all over it.
That's me slap there.
That really slaps me on the knee, as the heavy would say
Oh.
in Team
When
Fortress.
Jedi PDF states Adobe Wan Kenobi.
Adobe Wakanobi. Oh. I'm gonna see if I can contact Johnny C. Nope, he's offline. Do you think Johnny?
I tweeted too hot.
What is Johnny C sick with? Let's narrow down his choices.
He said he had a headache and he was feeling nausea.
If he had a headache,
He's definitely pregnant.
he could be pregnant. He could have SARS. He could have swine flu. He could have bird flu. He could have
Mad cow disease.
mad cow disease, West Nile virus, chlamydia, Bright's
Johnny
disease,
sees
The Lou Gehrig's disease.
Lou Gehrig's disease,
Headache and nausea can cover so many
dysentery,
things. It could be dysentery.
menopause.
yes,
It could be. We just don't
infected
know.
diarrhea.
Dude.
Explosive diarrhea. We just don't know.
Elvis Presley syndrome.
I don't think that one counts.
I made it myself.
Okay.
It's when you eat banana sandwiches on the toilet.
What?
He could also be homesick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He could be suffering from he could be suffering from extreme depression.
Yep. Yep. Could be his antidepressant.
He could have been bitten by a vampire. Or a werewolf.
Could have. Yep. He could be on Team Edward or Team Jacob.
What do you think Johnny C...
He could have just watched Twilight.
Let's see, what team would Johnny C be on? Would he be on Team Edward or would he be on Team Jacob? Let's take the pros and cons here. Edward is a loyal guy who is very old-fashioned and very overprotective. Jacob is more of a wild side, flingy kind of guy, but he's still semi-loyal. And he's very outdoorsy and active. Which one of those is more like Johnny C? Or which one of those kind of people would he like better?
Probably Edward.
I would take him more of as a Team Edward guy. I think John chooses fashion over buff bods.
I think John's a fan of fairies.
Yeah, I think Robert Pattinson is like one of his favorite male role models. He wants to be like him, but he also wants him. John's not here to be like, man, stop it.
Guys.
Oh, come on, guy.
Or you'd be like, maybe I am. Poor John.
Poor John. Let's all hope he gets better from whatever he has.
His fake illness.
From his
Bright's disease. I don't know what Bright's disease is, but I know it's a real thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look it up right now on Wikipedia. What is Bright's disease?
Ow, that's loud.
Oh, we didn't get his horrible...
Did you hear that?
No, what?
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Could you hear that at all?
No.
Oh, wow.
Nope.
Gosh, that was loud. I guess because it was just in my headset, but I figured that was really loud.
Hello, welcome to Skype call testing service. After the beep, please record a message. Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
Oh, I'm the Prince of England.
Hey.
Oh.
The Milky Charm.
Oh, I'm the Prince of England.
Hey.
Oh.
The Milky Charm.
If you are able to hear your own voice, then you have configured Skype correctly. If you hear this message, but not your own voice,
I didn't hear
then
my
something
voice.
is wrong. Please check your
Something is wrong.
microphone. Visit Skype.com for more help. Thank you for using the Skype call testing service.
welcome.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No, I love you.
That sounded more funny the second time.
It does. I don't know why. It's probably because we're listening to what we just said.
Probably.
That's pretty good too.
I found what
I
Bright's
didn't, I didn't like
disease
my
is.
accent, but yeah,
I found Bright's disease.
go on.
Bright's disease is a historical classification of kidney disease that would describe in modern medicine as acute or chronic nephritis. The term is no longer used as diseases are now classified according to their more fully understand causes. Symptoms. Let's see if Johnny C has any of these. The common symptoms of kidney disease were first described in 1827 by the English physician Richard Bright.
Oh, Richard.
Hence the name.
Yes. The
I
formation
see what they did
The
there.
formation of bilateral kidney stones often indicated underlying chronic kidney disease. These stones involve salt crystal formation under a calcium oxalate. Excessive serum calcium can result from hypovitamosis D or vitamin D deficiency that causes the body initially to lose serum calcium to the point where parathyroid hormone is produced to leach sufficient amounts of calcium formed from the bones, resulting in bone loss. To more than make up differences, oxalic acid is found in chocolate, peanuts, certain types of berries, and other foods, and when combined with calcium, will form calcium oxalate crystal kidney stones that can drive up blood pressure like any other serum salt, block urinary form within the kidneys, and cause physical kidney damage and pain.
Huh.
Other symptoms include back
Now I know.
pain and testicular pain,
Knowledge is power.
vomiting, and fever.
Uh,
Johnny C, do you have Bright's disease?
headache. What was the symptoms? Headache and nausea? I didn't hear those.
Vomiting, back pain, testicular pain, mostly stomach pain, because it is like destroying your kidneys and taking your bones away. Because it's destroying.
That would be a bad
It's
thing.
destroying the basically, it destroys the calcium in you and like eats your bones away. So you like die a slow and very painful death. that
that would be
sounds
good.
horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
just a little bit.
Oh, maybe I hope he doesn't have Bright's disease. Oh man.
Jeez.
Yo, man, what do you think of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer?
Most awesome movie ever.
Totally real.
Yeah, man, that's historically
Historical
accurate.
fact.
We just don't know about it. You think Lincoln wants to know that?
That's actually why he died.
I'm actually going to register.
John Wilkes Booth was a vampire.
That's gotta be.
Yep. Think about it.
I'm gonna register myself as a Republican just because how awesome Abraham Lincoln is in that movie. Go Lincoln. Oh man. So I have no other news. Does anyone else have any other news?
I'm awesome.
Well,
That's not news.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
I saw that episode a few days ago.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Is that the that's the Church of the Fawns
Yep.
one, right?
Yeah.
May the fonts be with you.
And also with you.
So with you. Ayy.
Hey. I love the episode Peter watches where he's like, I can't get it up. And he like goes, you know there's a Family Guy MMO, right?
Oh, I did hear about that.
No.
It's kind of
In the works, or it's a fact?
I've seen it. I haven't played it,
wow.
but a friend of mine played it. It's a beta, but what you do is you choose a body type. You can choose a Peter body. You could choose a Lois body, but you could still be a guy if you. It's just like their type of skills you choose. And you got you got Chris and Meg and Stewie, but you have to pay extra if you want to be a Brian. And basically, you go around Quahog and do quests for people, which is like a really cool representation of Quahog. Like you can go anywhere. It's not just Spooner Street. Because, like, one mission you actually have to go up to this kid's house and beat him up.
Oh, like that Kyle episode.
Yep. That's who it was, I think.
I'm going to jail, aren't I? Yep.
And there was that... You had to find the hat that Chris puts down that, like, he tricks Peter to get, and, like, he smashes his head with that contraption.
Yeah.
You have to find that hat. You can find Chris's dirty magazines under his bed.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can do a lot in that game. A lot of people choose the Peter body.
Of course.
So there's a bunch of fat people running around. Lucky there's a Family Guy. I think they got all the original voice actors and stuff too.
Probably. I mean, Seth MacFarlane's over. I mean, Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, Seth MacFarlane. He's like half the voices.
I mean, they got Adam West to do it.
Not surprised.
I think it's actually like Family Guy is like licensing this game. It's not like some fan made it or whatnot.
Yeah.
I think it's actually their creation.
Be surprised. He is branching out more and more.
There's that one Family Guy video game that was on like.
Yep. The PlayStation 2 one.
How was that game? Was it? I've never played it.
Never played it myself. It looked weird though.
I should buy it. And tell you how it is. Play it for my channel.
Yep. Do a let's play and game review on it.
Darn you, Peter! All right.
Pretty soon, people can look forward to. I'm gonna be doing a let's play. I guess it's a let's play. Me and a couple
What are you playing?
Xbox friends. We're going to be going through every Halo in order
That's cool.
up to count as a countdown to the release, and go through. Probably do like the top 10 Easter eggs of each game and of all time.
Are you gonna get the Scarab gun?
I probably not. I'm probably just gonna try to find a video for it. Ask whoever I can find on YouTube if I can just use their video, because that's a pain in the butt.
That I've never actually gotten it. I've tried numerous times.
Like, it's an awesome.
You gotta
one.
get that ghost to follow you, or that.
Yep. Get the
Banshee,
Banshee.
that's what I mean.
I think the Banshee to follow you, and then you got to go through at a certain time. And
You gotta hijack it at the right second.
Yep, right before the checkpoint.
It's like you're gonna get the golf ball.
Maybe. There's one I saw on YouTube the other day about a room that I never knew you could get into on Crow's Nest in Halo 3, but it, like, according to the video, it took them over 3 hours just to do one part of this glitch. Because you have to... You remember in Halo 3 when you go through that one doorway on the crow's nest level that that warthog blows up.
It's very faint. I
Vaguely.
haven't played Halo 3. I played it like once.
Yeah, well on the second level, there's like you go through and like you're in a basically a secret base, but conveniently the Covenant are there and attacking and destroying and killing, maiming everyone.
Uh-huh.
And, there's a door that you go through, and it's like your first bit into combat in this one, and you go through the door, and there's a warthog there with 3 Marines in it. Just they're shooting at the Covenant, and no matter
Oh
what,
yeah, and somebody
It
throws a
automatic-
grenade at it and it blows.
Yeah. it automatically blows up. But if you go through the door and you get in the driver's seat before it blows up, it'll stay alive with you in it.
Hmm.
You have to, whoever gets in it has to just sit there, and the other people have to make sure that it lands wheels down so that it doesn't flip or anything, and then they have to push it all the way through the level towards when there's a point where you go and you're basically going through like these locker rooms, and there's prisoners in there that you can save from brutes before they get executed, and you have to push the warthog all the way through there in against a door, and then you have to block it using all these different boxes and stuff so that when the guy gets out, he's forced to phase through the door. And when he phases through the door, there's just a big empty room there. Almost they were going to make something in that room, but they decided not to. And then if like you bring a grav lift with you or something, you can like you can shoot the glass above you and throw your grav lift and go up, and you're outside in like the kind of like the little skybox of the area, and there's no boundary around it.
Wow. That's a
But they said-
lot of effort.
It said it took them like 3 hours to push the warthog all the way down there. So I don't know who sits there and like, let's try to get in this warthog, and we're going to spend 3 hours pushing you all the way down through all these tunnels and turns and all this stuff just to see if we can get through a door.
just to see an empty room.
Doesn't seem like an entirely good use of time to me.
Yeah.
What about is there like a colony of like monkey people in one?
Yep.
Which one's that?
Halo 3. There's 2 separate spots where they hid. In the very first level of Halo 3, there's a little monkey, and like one of the little ones is holding a teddy bear.
Yeah.
And then there's another lone one more level.
Are you gonna be showing how to get all the skulls?
No, I just don't feel like it. I know where all of them are. They're just if you don't have all the skulls by now, just don't even worry about
Yeah.
it. Just forget it.
Are you gonna play Halo Wars?
Probably.
My brother plays that sometimes.
I'm only debating it because it doesn't tie into the Halo story.
No, it doesn't. And that would be like a really boring video. Because that game, like, it takes like 10 minutes to actually prepare before you actually do anything.
Yep. Very true.
And then when you do something, it takes like another 20 minutes to fix everything and get ready.
Right before your guy dies. Oh, yeah. And then you get wiped out and you gotta do it all over again.
Make Johnny C do that.
People watch StarCraft all the time, I guess.
Well, I guess people love StarCraft.
But it's mostly Asian people, and I say that not to be racist, but because
no, it is. It is. I'll
it's a
be fair. It
fact.
is.
It's like mostly Asian people play that game, and there are so many cases of where Asians have died because they wouldn't eat. They just kept playing StarCraft, and they died because of it. It's like
It's the Koreans, man. Too crazy about StarCraft. And now they're switching over to League of Legends. It's crazy. They are so good at it, and it's really creepy. They do weird stuff. Like, yeah. It's hard to explain without explaining the game, but they just do like really weird stuff, and they get away with it. It's so weird. They're becoming obsessed
Do they
with it.
play as some crazy character that no one will expect?
Yeah, like stuff that you don't see in the pro circuit in the Europe or here. It's
So they
stupid.
play as like, I don't know.
Karma or Evelyn. I don't know if you remember Evelyn.
I don't even know who that is. Is that
Yeah,
dark looking thing?
I don't remember. No, I don't think so.
Zip.
Anyway, they just play as like weird. Dude, like they take like dragon as soon as it spawns.
They fight the dragon as soon as it spawns.
Yeah, at like the 5 minute mark or whatever like that, and like they all get like super really low, but somehow they pull it off. Like it's almost a standard move for them to do now. It's weird.
Did they fight Baron?
Yeah, but most teams are starting to incorporate like doing Baron as soon as possible. I've seen a lot of teams do it at like 20 minutes or whenever it spawns, 23 or something like that. It's pretty crazy.
I've never actually fought that thing. And you know, when they remade the game for the tutorials, they make you fight dragon by yourself.
I've actually never done
They
the
say,
tutorial.
slay the dragon.
Really?
And I did it.
Good for you.
I did it
That's
with
hard.
Ash.
Wow.
Ash, the Pokemon trainer?
That's what I thought at first.
She's more like a sexy archer now.
Yeah. Oh, you've played it since the rework.
Yeah.
Rework's kind of nice. It looks a lot nicer.
Like, she went from kind of like just like an average looking lady to like this, like, oh my god, new hottest babe of League of Legends.
All about cleavage.
Yep. I'd like to see how this game compares to Dota.
Dota?
Yeah.
Dota's kind of interesting. Dota 2 looks pretty cool. Except it's still... Is it still in beta? Or you have to pay for it to get out of beta early? Anyway, just wait till it comes out free. I think it's like another couple months.
Dota 2. I'm looking at it right now.
It's pretty cool. I've watched a bunch of people play
Dire
it.
strength, radiant agility, dire agility.
It's basically like the same type of game. It's different because it's developed separately.
Oh god, I just clicked on Chaos Knight.
There's another game that's coming out that one of my friends told me about. I don't know when the beta comes out, and I even forget what it's called. I think it's called like Smite or something. It might not be.
This
Smite.
guy is basically new.
It's like in 3D. You know how Dota and League of Legends is kind of like in a 2D format?
Yeah.
And you scroll around, kind of.
Uh-huh.
This one's in 3D, like you can move around and you have independent camera motion. Well, not independent camera motion, but like you move around and the camera follows and everything. It looks pretty cool.
Here's your Garen.
And like instead of having the Nexus thing that you just did a really big boss thing at the end. It's like a bull or something, I think, at the end that you have to kill. I don't know why. That part kind of threw me off. But it looks kind of fun.
Jonathan Crooks updated his status. Just fell off my bed. Win.
Wait, he fell off his bed? He must have Bright's disease then.
Blah.
No, he didn't say win, but that's what I replied. Blah.
Where did you hear that?
Up.
What?
Where did you hear that? Why does he use it so much?
I don't know. It just did.
No. Also, I don't know if games take longer in this one, but you can't like teleport back to base automatically.
Ooh.
Like, yeah, I think you have to buy an item to do it. The rest of the time you have to walk back.
That sounds.
It takes a while.
That sounds. Eh.
The scenery and everything's kind of cool though.
The link I just sent you. You should look at that guy.
It's like Garen except with a
Yeah,
beard.
that guy
like,
is
Chuck
Garen.
Norris. Oh yeah, I mean, I think it was developed by the same people who did like the offshoot, or League of Legends was done by the people who designed Dota. One or the other.
That's Garen's father.
Anyway, they're both part of the same company,
That's Garen's father.
pretty much.
Except League of
Copycat.
Legends has like quadruple the champions that this game has.
Yeah, give it time. I wish they would stop making so many champions and I mean, I guess they fixed the gameplay, so I can't really complain anymore.
So who's next? Who is that? I just saw this crazy looking dude with like this weird flail thing. I'm like, what is this guy? When did this guy come out? I've never even heard of him.
Who?
The new champion.
Oh, Draven,
Yeah.
right? He came out with the last patch.
Yeah, I just got the last patch.
Yeah. I haven't played him. He looks kind of fun. One of his abilities is like, um, what am I trying to say? Oh, he throws blades in the air and like attacks people. And then like, why isn't Solitaire closing? If he catches him, he gets an increased attack speed and he automatically throws another one or something like that.
I heard about that. My brother was telling me about that.
So you can kind of spam them, but then it's a different way of, I guess, using abilities. So I guess it's kind of cool. I don't know how it would work. I didn't feel like spending money to like get them and do that kind of stuff. Because they usually end up changing champions within like 2 weeks, so I just wait.
Do you have all the champions, Chris?
Oh no, I think I have like a quarter of them, if that. Maybe I have a quarter of them. How many are there? There's almost like 100, right? I think I have about 20 or 25.
I have like 4.
Yeah, it takes a while. I mean, you could spend money on it, but I don't want to spend money on it, so I'd rather just do it really slow.
Actually, no, I have 5.
Yeah, and I feel like buying every champion, I guess, is okay if you want to do that, but I don't know. I feel like it's just as much fun to just buy the champions that you play or want to play instead of just getting every single one.
Well, I only play as like 2 or different people, so boom.
Yeah.
When I play. I've got all this earwax in my headphones. It's so gross.
Ew.
I'm just cleaning it out.
Is that Apollo Ono?
Make a candle out of it.
Yeah, I probably could. It's that gross.
That would smell
It
horrible.
would smell like my ears, which would, yeah, probably smell horrible. You know what song is stuck in my head now?
Mm.
That one, you didn't have to cut me off. Da-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na. I don't know what it is called. Oh, the I used to know song, you know?
I think so.
It's on the radio like all the time.
I haven't listened to the radio in like months. It's been awesome.
I
I haven't listened to like pop music on the radio in a month. I've been listening to sports radio.
I've been listening to the radio because I've ran out of CDs to listen to. Because I've listened to every single one of my CDs like 15 times.
that would be a problem.
Even the like crappy CD that I called Rap, which literally has like 3 rap songs on it, and the rest is like Dance Dance Revolution music.
Oh, what is there? Top Gear Marathon on?
Toonami's back. That's news.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
It's at like midnight.
Nice.
What are they going to be putting on it?
Right now it's just a bunch of different animations. They said that they're trying to get the licenses for like the good old stuff like Dragon Ball Z and all that kind of stuff. But right now it's in like a beta.
I hope they bring back Outlaw Star. I love that show.
I hope they bring back Yu Yu Hakusho.
That was good too.
I have all of it on my computer, but it's not the same.
Let's watch some Cowboy Bebop.
Bo.
Oh yeah, bring that back. I love that show. Dude, I literally I watch that every Saturday. That show is so funny. videos do I have? Somebody told me I have 99 videos, but my upload count says 97. It says I have 97 uploads. What do I trust? Video manager or my channel? YouTube needs to get their facts straight. Why does it say I have 99 uploads? Do I have to literally count all these? That's stupid. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Really? You know what? You know how this would be easier, Chris? 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 times 10 is 30.
Yes.
30, 60, 90, 3, 6, 7. 97. It's 97.
You go. I already watched this episode.
E3. Well, I have nothing left to say.
Me either.
Yeah.
So,
I'm out of the knowledges.
Johnny C, get well soon.
Rooting for you.
Don't die. Goodbye.
Stay golden, pony boy.